You are burning through your savings while the creator economy generates billions for everyone but you. It doesn't have to be a gamble. Last month, I ditched the brand deals and hit my first $10,000 in pure profit using a single repeatable framework. Most creators ignore this specific scaling sequence, yet it is the only reliable way to break free from the algorithm. Forget the fluff, here's exactly how to build it. Water, make yourself comfortable, and let us get right into it. The creator economy has exploded from a niche hobbyist landscape into a $250 billion juggernaut. Goldman Sachs predicted this growth trajectory back in 2022, and they were right on the money. But most people look at this industry and see only the influencers with millions of followers. That is a mistake. You do not need a million followers to build a life-changing income. You just need the right framework. The first step to joining this movement is moving away from the concept of reach and shifting your focus toward relevance. If you try to appeal to everyone, you will inevitably end up appealing to nobody. I remember when my friend Marcus started his newsletter for urban gardeners. He had zero capital and only about 40 subscribers, mostly his family and friends. He stopped trying to be a general lifestyle creator and narrowed his scope to soil health and apartment environments. Within 6 months, he hit 1,000 subscribers, and the conversion rate on his small digital guide was staggering. He went from $3 a month in ad revenue to over $2,000 in direct sales in less than a year. That is the power of being hyper-specific. Once you identify that specific niche, you have to build your platform where your audience actually lives. This brings us to the second step, which is about platform agility. Most people make the fatal error of trying to master every single social media platform at once. They post on TikTok, Instagram, X, and YouTube simultaneously, and they end up burning out before they even get traction. You need to choose one primary engine for discovery and one secondary engine for retention. For example, if you are a writer, use X or LinkedIn for your discovery, but use a newsletter platform like Substack or Beehive for your retention. Never build your house on rented land. Algorithms change overnight, and they do not care about your business goals. You must own your email list. It is the only digital asset that you truly control in the long run. If you are finding this helpful, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I share insights like this every week to help creators move faster. Stick around, because the next method I'm going to show you is the one that most successful creators use to guarantee their long-term survival. All right, remember how I said there was a third step that most people overlook? This is it. It is the transition from a content creator to a business owner. Most people get stuck in the cycle of chasing viral moments. They treat their content like a performance. You need to start treating your content like a product research tool. Instead of asking what will get the most views, ask what problem your audience is willing to pay you to solve. Think about Justin Welsh. He built a massive audience on LinkedIn by sharing simple, actionable advice about solopreneurship. He did not hide behind the scenes waiting for a brand deal to pay his bills. He launched his own digital courses and community. That one shift is why he generates millions of dollars without needing to rely on third-party sponsorships. It is the difference between being an employee of the algorithm and being the owner of your own financial destiny. Let that sink in for a second. If you focus on solving a specific, recurring problem, you transform your relationship with your followers. You are no longer just an entertainer. You are a solution provider, and people pay solution providers far more consistently than they pay entertainers. To put this into practice, look at your comments section. What questions are people asking you over and over? What parts of your content do they share the most? That is your product research data. Take those answers and build a simple digital product around them. It could be a template, a checklist, a mini course, or even a paid community group. You do not need to create something perfect. You just need to create something useful. I have seen creators with as few as 500 engaged followers launch a product and make their first $1,000 in under 30 days. It happens every single week. The gatekeepers are gone. The only barrier left is your own fear of putting something out there. If you follow these 3 steps, narrowing your niche, owning your audience, and building your own products, you are already ahead of 95% of the people trying to do this. It takes time. It takes consistency. But it is entirely possible to earn a living doing exactly what you are interested in. Think about where you want to be a year from now. If you started today, even if you only committed to 1 hour a day, where would you be by the time this year is out? You would have hundreds of pieces of content, a growing email list, and a clearer understanding of what your audience actually needs. That is not just a dream. That is a roadmap. The digital economy is not waiting for you. You have to show up and claim your space. Start small, but start with a plan. Focus on the value you provide, not the vanity metrics that don't put money in your bank account. So there you go. 3 real ways to build your footprint in the creator economy. The last method alone can change your entire professional trajectory if you have the discipline to execute it. If you got value from this, please share it with a friend who is thinking about starting their own path as a creator. Subscribe so you do not miss my next video where I break down the specific tools you need to manage your new business. Stick around. We are just getting started. And remember, you don't need 1,000 people to believe in you. You just need to show up and provide value to the people who are already listening. It is the most honest way to build, and it is the most rewarding way to work. See you in the next one.